very much appreciate that you are also a respectful nation. I think this mutual respect can be the basis of our mutual cooperation and of our friendship. So that is with this respect that we came today to Tanzania, or yesterday we arrived and we are here in Tanzania. We spoke, of course, with the Madam President about the very difficult, demanding situation in Europe, also in Hungary, because Hungary is a direct neighbor to the war-hit Ukraine, and we suffer from the consequences of this war. We received so far almost 2 million refugees from the Ukrainian war, and also we suffer from the economic consequences of the war and everything surrounding it. We also lost Hungarian lives because there are Hungarians living over the border in Ukraine. I told this to Samia, to Madam President as well, and this is something that, of course, is of our major concern. We did have the chance to speak about our histories, to understand each other's challenges and the solutions we find, because our meetings give us the chance to learn from each other. We don't want to lecture the other, but we would like to share the good practices and also the bad experience. And we are both ready and open to learn from the other's example. Thank you so much, Samia, for this very open and sincere discussion. One of the main areas of our cooperation is education. Education is the key for our future. It's the same in Tanzania and it's the same in Hungary. And the possibility that we offer to Hungarian and Tanzanian young people is to not only to learn and study in the other country, but also to get to know the people, to get to know the language, and by that to give them the chance to better or be more successful, I would say, in their respective countries. The Stipendium Hungaricum program is a scholarship program fully financed by the Hungarian state, and there are 12,000 students from all around the world studying right now in Hungary due to this scholarship program. There are 90 countries being involved, among them Tanzania. And today's signature, today's agreement, gives us the chance in the coming 3 years to offer scholarships for Tanzanian students to study in Hungary on our costs. But today is a milestone because the content of this cooperation changes. It becomes a mutual offering because from today on there will be also Hungarian students who can study on the expenses of Tanzania in Tanzania. And so they can also learn the language, they can also get a higher education, which they wish to have here, and they can then later profit from this in Hungary. And the very good news about the Tanzanian students who up until now came thanks to this scholarship to Hungary is that they later on return to Tanzania. So our idea is not to extract the best educated people from Tanzania to come to and stay in Hungary, but to offer them the chance to study and then later on, returning back to their homeland, profit from the education they achieved in Hungary. So thank you so much, Samia, for offering these scholarships for the Hungarian students. And I think that there will also be Hungarians who will later on be the ambassadors of Tanzania in Hungary because they had the chance to profit from this scholarship offered by the Tanzanian state to the Hungarian students. We spoke about our economic relations, and there we agreed that there is still room for maneuver. There is still a chance to improve our economic relations and to intensify our economic relations. We would like to increase this relationship, and we would like to increase also our external commerce or the commerce between the two countries. And for that reason, next year we would like to organize a business forum in Hungary linked to the visit of Madam President, and bringing together the stakeholders from the business sector of both countries so that we can find the areas of improvement or the areas of investment for the investors from both countries. We are very much open to this in the future as well. We also spoke about demographic challenges. Hungary is in a completely different situation than Tanzania. We have a declining population, we have low fertility rates, and we are working on that very hard. In Hungary, there has been a family-focused policy in the last decade. We also see now the consequences, the positive outcome, but we are still are still having this challenge. And for that reason, I also invited Madam President to attend the Budapest Demographic Summit. And as long as she has other commitments that day, she was so kind to offer the presence of her Vice President in Budapest, who is going to attend the Budapest Demographic Summit in September. I also invited Madam President to come to the meeting I organized next year for women heads of states of the world. So next year, I'm going to hold a meeting, a summit for women leaders from all around the world. And Madam President assured me that she will be present. And one more very concrete step we made that, Madam President, dear Samia, you were so kind to join the network of the family-friendly presidents. So together we are now 2 women in this network, and I think that we need the women presidents present also in the network for family-friendly presidents. So we made very concrete decisions also today, and you can count on me as a friend in Europe and on Hungary as a gateway for Tanzania to Europe as well. Thank you so much for the sincere discussion, and I very much hope that we can do our utmost in order to enhance our bilateral cooperation. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We may now go for our lunch.
Tanzania ni kama nyumba, wote tuna haki ya kujenga, so siache mlango wazi ili mgeni abishe hodi, vizazi na vizazi vifaidi matunda ya kodi.
Hello. Wageni waalikwa, karibuni chakula cha mchana. I invited guests, you're welcome for a luncheon.